are set to go. And apart from that, there's a huge privatization program that people are very angry about. All the people in the public sector who fear that if their companies get bought up, their jobs will go. So that is why people are coming out to protest. They say, we've had enough austerity over the past year. We actually can't take anymore. And these are measures imposed by the IMF, by the EU. They have banners up calling them thieves. They blame the bankers. And they are, as you can see, this is just an expression of rage at the prospect of further austerity.
This camera on the left of our screen is your camera. That's exactly what you are seeing from where you are. We have been following these protests for some time. We saw some protests and strikes on the 15th of June. This is unlike anything we have seen before in Greece or anywhere else in Europe. This is taking it to an entirely new level.
Well, this is certainly very violent, but I was here this time last year, and when the first round of austerity measures were pushed through, and there was a similar amount of violence on the street, but with more general protesters. At this time last week, there was another general strike, and as you say, there was far less rioting than we've seen now. I mean, it's difficult to gauge, at this stage, when we're only sort of 45 minutes in, whether it's going to be bigger than those examples I've just cited. But certainly from having been in the crowd this time round, I have never seen such aggression against our camera and cameras in general on the streets of Greece, and I have experienced some rioting.
Are they making arrests, and has anybody been wounded?
This I haven't been able to check at this stage. I know that there are 5,000 riot police out on the streets. I haven't seen with my own eyes any casualties at this stage. So this is something that we are going to have to check with police, and this is quite early on in this demonstration, in this riot. It's interesting, if the camera just pans down to the left, you can see a line of protesters essentially trying to stop this rioting from pushing back, a line saying, look, this is where the rioting must stop, we're trying to maintain the peace. But as you can see, they're being pushed back now. It doesn't really seem to be helping. Tear gas canisters on the street being kicked around by people dressed in black, some of them presumably the sort of self-declared anarchists who are fairly prevalent